Hi, I'm going to take a look at the game between Nakamura and Carlsen. It was a bullet game, but still it was an interesting game. In this game, Nakamura played with white pieces, and he started with the move. E4. Well, where is E4? E4, and Magnus Carlsen plays knight f6, knight c3, e5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, e takes d4, knight d4, bishop c5, knight b3, bishop b6, bishop d3, castle, d6. So far so good, but something that is worth mentioning is that at this position Nakamura is having an option of developing his bishop to g5, where the pin is going to become pretty strong. It's probably a mistake on Carlsen's side that he allowed this pin, since this pin is actually tremendously strong. It's difficult to get out of this pin. Bishop g5 is played, and at this situation Magnus Carlsen played rook e8. He probably underestimated the dangers of the pin. Instead of playing rook e8, which allowed creation of double pawns for Nakamura, he had to go for line h6, bishop h4, and now g5. It seemed risky, but and it's a difficult decision, but one that essentially the computer insists on. However, I think that a lot of players would also go this way, since actually the way that Magnus played this position allowed significant weakening of the king's side and creation of doubled pawns, which looks even worse. However, this looks a bit risky. Bishop g3, and now bishop g4, and now, by the way, there is no move f3. So it kind of feels that due to the power of bishop b6, situation stabilized, and it was the preferable choice for Magnus Carlsen to play the position. Instead of playing h6 and g5 in the game, Magnus Carlsen went for rook e8, a move that allowed very easy move, knight d5, and this move essentially attacks twice f6, knight f6, and the following doubling of the pawns and the weakening of the king side is inevitable. Bishop e6 is played. Now Nakamura captures on f6. There is a capture with the bishop, there is a capture with the knight. It's difficult to tell which capture is better. There is a capture with the knight, then a capture with pawn f. Now bishop h4, and there is an essentially this bishop on h4 is pretty strong. There is a move queen f3 with the attack on f6 coming, and a lot of interesting ideas for white. Carlsen plays knight e5, king h1 is what Nakamura does, and his idea is to play f4. f4, probably later to play f5, rook f3, rook g3, and rook h3. Knight g6, bishop g3, bishop d7. At this moment, Carlsen misses another powerful opportunity, which is to play d5. This unnatural move is significantly stronger than the move that was made by Magnus Carlsen, and after he captures d5, queen captures d5, c4, queen d7, c5, bishop b3. Interesting technical complications which lead after queen b3, bishop c5, rook a to d1, queen e6, to a position that is probably quite a bit better for white. There is a move queen b7, rook a to b8, queen f3. It's definitely preferable for white to play this position. However, Magnus Carlsen missed this opportunity, and instead of playing d5, he went for a different move with a pawn, with a bishop d7, and now Nakamura gets a powerful attack. He plays queen h5. Now bishop c6 is the answer of Magnus Carlsen. Rook a to e1, d5, is the answer, and at this moment maybe you should pause the video for a second and ask yourself, how would I play this position for white? There is a powerful option for white which Nakamura missed, and the option is to go for e5. If e5 is played, then after f takes e5 there is a bishop e5, kind of sacrifice, not a real sacrifice, but not even a sacrifice, rook e5, but a powerful move, knight e5, and now not a capture on e5 with a queen, but instead a natural development, queen h7, king f8, queen h8, queen e5, and a checkmate in several moves, queen h5, queen e5, and now rook f enters the attack. But instead of playing e5, Nakamura plays e captures d5, which is still a powerful move. After capturing on e5, there is queen d5. Queen takes d5, bishop takes d5, c4, bishop e6. White has significant positional advantage. An idea of playing f4, f5 is a powerful one. Also, there are potential threats of playing c5 and essentially capturing, taking away the bishop, and all different kind of ideas. c5 is actually played. So what is Nakamura's idea? Now there is an option of capturing a bishop on b3, which is not something that Carlsen went for. But if Carlsen went for bishop b3, then what would follow would be c takes b6, bishop takes a2, and pawn b takes on c7, and there is a powerful pawn. This is what seems to me like the best option. So instead of this, Magnus Carlsen makes unexpected counter-attacking move, rook e to d8, bishop takes g6, bishop takes b3, c takes b6, a takes b6, bishop takes h7. There is an interesting tactical exchange, and as a result of this exchange, Nakamura is left in a completely winning position. So how this happened? c5, bishop, rook, bishop took on g6, take capture on f b3, capture on b6, capture on bishop takes b3. He took on okay, and if Nakamura captured on g6, I think that and if he captured on g6, Nakamura would have captured on b6. Okay, so it would be a win. g6. If he captured on g6, it would be a capture on b6. So in the way Carlsen played it, it actually led to a loss of piece, and to nearly immediate resignation by Magnus Carlsen. Bishop takes b3, bishop takes b3, c takes b, a takes b, bishop h7, king h7, a takes b3, rook, and essentially Nakamura is up a piece, and his position is winning. That's it, game over, and Magnus Carlsen, after moves rook d7, rook d1, essentially Magnus Carlsen resigned. That's it, thank you for watching.